pony book.
Time for a story about the builders of faith. In the heart of a city, glowing both promise and pain, 5 simple rows, a cross, a line, a cup, a cap, and a man, each representing a stage in a journey becoming whole. The man at the center stood tall with his suit simmering like veins of light through marble, an image of strength and purpose. Across his chest, one word gleamed in gold, lead. But not leadership. He knew it wasn't about standing above others. It was about standing for them. His expression was carved with conviction and the look of someone who had wrestled with doubt and still chose destiny. Beside him, a man kneeled before a wooden cross, cradling a rose, the emblem of sacrifice and renewal. Face was burned. You gotta act nicely, honey. Above him like the morning sun, breaking through the crowds. His prayer wasn't for the riches but for recognition, but for courage. Courage to stay humble in the storm and strong in the silence. Behind them, the Christweathered shield stood as a reminder. Storms will come, but faith will endure. It was both protection and purpose, and the banner for those who to believe that trials will not destroy. Since 2018, that creed has guided a community of dreamers, doers, and believers towards something greater than themselves. The cup, marked with warmth and artistry, a symbolized art for advertising and relations training. But more deeply, it spoke of creativity. As communion, it was storytelling through design, through every shared vision. It's water. Christweathered reached hearts. The cups overflowed with coffee, with ideas, rich, aromatic, and full of hope. At the bottom right, the graduation cap of Edge. Certifications in reach, glowed in orange, representing education as empowerment. For every student had become told, "You can't," Christweathered whispered, "You can and you will." Edge was the bridge from potential to profession, from learning to leadership. And then there was the lion, bold and golden, the emblem of Gap, mentoring that creates wealth, but it wasn't wealth of money alone. It was wealth of wisdom, of relationships, of legacy. The lion roared, not to conquer, but to awaken, calling others to rise, to build, to teach. Together, the emblems formed a circle of purpose. Lead, faith, art, edge, and gap. 5 forces interwoven like fingers of hand, one extending to lift one another. The city behind them yet did not see what was coming and only saw individuals, a teacher, a student, a mentor, a designer, a believer. But soon the world would see what they were building, an organization more than business, more than a brand, a movement born, Christweathered. This story wasn't about being perfect. It was about being weathered, about standing in the rain until the faith became their armor, their purpose, their song. And so, the leader turned toward the horizon, eyes bright with destiny. The man kneeling with a rose, the line shadow stretched across the dawn. And somewhere deep within the city, a new generation of believing began again. Not wealth, not fame, but in the power of faith, shaped by service, creativity, and education. That was the day Christweathered movement truly began. Not a boardroom, not a cathedral, but in the hearts of ordinary people, daring them to lead extraordinary lives.